Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Monday. How's everybody doing? Yeah, we got a little downward movement. Yes, cryptos are down today. Been down since yesterday, and we'll cover that. Why the fizzle? Why the fizzle? Things were going so well. Having a great run on Friday. Looked like a rebound Saturday morning. And things have just kind of fizzled out. So we're going to cover that, but still have all indicators pointing to a big bull run. Yes, big bull run for crypto is still in the cards. I know it's hard being patient. You start seeing that little glimmer of hope, right? A little glimmer of hope. You're just like, we're starting to move up. This looks great. And then they drop it back down on you. That's why patience is good with crypto investing, because you don't know. You don't know. Eventually, it's going to keep moving up. And that's what we're waiting for. And as I've been saying, it's not time yet, right? I've been saying that. It's not time yet. Still the summertime. Still have a lot out on holiday. One more week. Labor Day coming up next week. May turn it around. Mid-September. FOMC meeting. Rate cuts. Could be good for crypto. And then October, right? We're waiting for all of that. But now here we have this. And this is what we got to deal with now. Is this an opportunity to buy more? A little more accumulation down at these levels? I know it's hard. But that's what we're all going to talk about. But there are some indicators. There are some bull market indicators out there still. And newer ones that we'll be checking on, patterns that show up, 4-year cycles, still looking at 4-year cycles. That narrative hasn't changed. So let me drop down here and we'll look at Doge at like 10.5 cents and go out to the 4-hour chart. Let me zoom in a little more. 2-hour chart. There we go. This is where we were. Friday had this nice big run up. And during our live stream, we were wondering on Friday, when Doge popped up here right over 11.5 cents, circled that in red, I was like, that looks like a local top. Remember that? Local top. But it looked like on Saturday, we were going to see some good movement coming up. And then the market dumped. And the market didn't dump just for Doge. Bitcoins was little, but then that's Bitcoin being Bitcoin. But ETH, Algo, Solana, Cardano, like everything was just dropping. And big drop on SHIB. So I think this red candle right there, that big red candle for most altcoins was because of this guy. Boom. That red candle. So that spooked the market. And that's Toncoin. That spooked the market. So I blame the weekend fizzle, Doge, and most other altcoins, specifically on the dumping of Toncoin. So if you haven't heard, the Toncoin founder was arrested when his plane landed in France. It looks like the old establishment is going after freedom of speech platforms. So we're all telling Elon Musk, hey, Elon, don't go fly into EU, right? Just stay here. Somebody could arrest him as well. So things aren't looking good for Pavel. Is that his name? Pavel? In custody in France. And both Ton and Notcoin both took huge hit. And this was really what started it. So as Ton dropped there, that is what just totally spoiled the rally that we had going across the crypto market. So again, this was right at 1600 on Saturday. And we look at Doge, and there it was Doge, 1600 on Saturday. Doge was up here at 11.4 cents. So looked like that rebound that I had talked about in my video Saturday morning was indeed on its way. But that's the unpredictability of crypto. And I mean, it has nothing to do with Doge. I mean, Toncoin has nothing to do with it. Freedom of speech platform. Yeah, maybe you can sort of say crypto is kind of this freedom of finance thing, and it's all kind of interrelated. And that just played out again Sunday and now into Monday as well. So we're right back where we were here mid last week. So despite the big run on Friday and what looked like to be a rebound, we're right back where we were. So yeah. So that's tough. So that's pretty tough to see that. But crypto will rebound back again, and I'll show you the bullish indicators because these things happen. We see a pullback, and then it turns around, and eventually it will. Would have certainly been nicer to see Doge moving up from 11.5 cents instead of now back down at 10.5. But we could see this as a buying opportunity again for those looking to buy more Doge a little cheaper, as well as many other crypto coins as well. So that's what we've got. One of the winners on this is Bitcoin dominance because Bitcoin didn't drop as much. So the Bitcoin dominance is going up now at 57.73%. So while everything else was dropping, Bitcoin was not dropping as much and then held pretty well while a lot of the alts were fading today. So that's overall a look at the market. We'll get into more detail in a little bit. Let me check and see what's happening on in the chat here, see what's going on, and then we'll get to the bullish indicators because they're still there. The bullish indicators are all still there. Hey, Mars, how are you? D, welcome. Matt, how's it going? You say that you don't think this bull run is going to be as big as 2021. How is that so when this bull run is about utility in 2021? It was only about hype. Actions versus words. Right. And so I have two scenarios, and I've always been talking about these two scenarios for Dogecoin. So one scenario is just what you say. This bull run is not going to be as good as 2021. And we have to keep thinking in those terms because there's no guarantee that Doge is going to have this utility. We don't know that Doge is going to be utilized on X for anything. We don't know that Tesla is going to enable purchases of cars using Dogecoin. We don't know that. So that's why when I did my price prediction for 2024 back in January, I had two outcomes. So I've been very consistent for 8 months now. I've been very consistent that there are two outcomes for Doge, one with utility and one without. And I've maintained that because I don't know. Nobody else knows. There's no guarantee that Doge is actually going to be used on a platform. We don't know that now. So a lot of speculation about it. Nothing confirmed. So yeah, Matt, I've, again, two scenarios, and you can go back to my 2024 price prediction video back on January 1st. And I've been consistent with that ever since. So I will show patterns and charts that do look like a Dogecoin breakout will come this cycle. And we think there will be one regardless. But is it just going to follow Bitcoin, or is it going to go on a bigger run of its own? We have seen in the 4-year cycles in the past, Doge has outperformed Bitcoin during those short periods during a 4-year cycle where Doge goes on a run when Bitcoin isn't. And I expect that same type of thing to happen again this cycle. But at what level is that going to be? Hey, Wei, how are you? Oh, Matt, also, I don't have enough capital to invest in multiple cryptos. So I have Bitcoin and Doge. A lot of conviction in Dogecoin. And I do too. And I am in Dogecoin for those big runs. And when that big run comes again, I'm ready. Wei's sitting on a Doge and some Render now. Render's been doing well. I have not seen it lately. Have not seen it lately. That's pretty good. Render did not drop that much. So that's a good looking chart there for Render. Good luck with that Render. That's looking good. Hey, Ryan. Matt, again, out of my 140,000 Doge, you've moved 30,000 of it on your ledger. Other than that, I'm just on Robinhood. How vital do you think spreadsheets are? Just have a record of that 30,000 Doge that you bought, that you moved to your ledger. You should at least have that. A record of that 30,000 Doge bought on what date at what price. Everything else, if you're just going to leave it on Robinhood, I mean, Robinhood is fine. They'll send you a 1099 when you sell it, and they'll tell you what your profit is. I just prefer to keep track on my own. But I've got some stuff still on Robinhood, but I've moved a lot of it off, and I've been buying a lot more on Coinbase most recently. So that's why I keep the spreadsheets. Another day, another dump. Yeah, A-Star, I know. Tired of buying the dip. Let's get a rip already. I know. Hey, KB, how are you? That's okay. Friday was a fun stream, but you can see what happened now. Ugh. That's tough. I didn't want Doge to be back at 10.5 cents. Elijah brings up a good point too. You keep it on the Robinhood exchange. It's not your crypto. It's Robinhood's crypto. But it's good that you have the ledger. And so you do have self-custody of some of your crypto. If you're planning on selling it soon, then keeping it on Robinhood is a good thing. So it's ready to sell. But if you're planning on holding for a long period of time, why would you keep it on Robinhood? And I think that's kind of what Elijah's saying too here is you don't own it. So just be careful with that. Hey, Jay, how are you? Jay, hello. Joe, ready for upward movement now. All right, I'll show you the charts in just a little bit. Those bullish indicators, they're coming. A new checkmark color, Ryan? You're red now. Awesome. Awesome. The charges for Pavel were released today. We can look at them in a little bit if you're interested. Still buying and adding to Doge. What do I think is the likelihood? 50-50 shot. I have no idea. 50-50, I call it. Elon's got a lot of other stuff going on. Haven't heard much on X payments lately. So I'm not feeling great about all of that right now, to be honest. Typically, someone in my position should just be pumping Dogecoin, right? And saying all positive news. But here I am saying, I don't know. So I'm keeping it real because nobody knows. Yeely just bought some Doge at 10.5. Buying on the dips. Sweet Chariot. Jumping in to hang out. Welcome. Thoughts on Sui? Yeah, Sui went on a big run. So that was a huge run that we had for Sui Thursday into Friday. Yeah, that run went all the way up. Yeah, 25% to the top. Fading today, along with just about everything else, but holding up better than Doge because last week Sui was down here at about 84 cents and it's holding at about 94, where Dogecoin was at 10.5 and it's back to 10.5. So Sui's holding up a little better. That's for sure. But here we were on Friday circling that local top. And if you remember on the live stream, I said, yeah, that looks like that's a local top right there. Because we also looked at Bitcoin and said the same thing. And I think we did ETH too, right? Yep. ETH ended up on Saturday going on a little more of a run. There's a wick that came all the way up over my resistance line, and it came right back down. So yeah, not great. Weren't able to keep that up. Hey, Jason. Welcome. All right, so what's going on? Crypto bubbles are red, of course. You saw that dogs thing. If anybody played dogs today, be careful, because that was a huge pump this morning. And then it got listed on Binance and then just got shorted to hell on Binance. And here's Ton Coin and Not Coin. Those two dropping big. Sats also down, Popcat down big. Doge, kind of a medium-sized bubble here on the crypto bubbles, but still red, yeah. Still red. Cash is up. It went on a pump this morning. Probably won't hold. That'd be my guess. And helium up a little bit. Everything else in the red. So it's the whole market. That's what we got. So Kev Capital says, hey, just remember this. The Bitcoin weekly RSI, so that's relative strength index, is currently at 53. And the price is at 63,500. Back on March 18th, Bitcoin was at 63,500, but the RSI was up at 87 because it had just gone on a huge run. So learn what relative strength means. It's all very simple. Sit back and wait. Don't listen to the engagement farmers posting every 4 minutes. Just sit back. Because now Bitcoin is taking a breather at 63.5, where 5 months ago, it was running up to 63.5. It eventually went up to 73 and now has come back down. It's been up and down, but here we are at the same price, but the RSI is around 50. So huge room for growth in Bitcoin. We also have this very interesting monthly candle forming on Bitcoin, because in the month, Bitcoin had dropped all the way down to 49K, and then it's come all the way back up. And they call this dragonfly doji, characterized by a long leg, lower wick. When dragonfly doji happens, it's at some point in a period of consolidation, it signals that a potential reversal is about to occur. This candle could end the current 6-month consolidation and send Bitcoin up higher again. So interesting monthly candle for Bitcoin. So let's take a look at it. Bitcoin's actually dropped a little bit since then. And so, yeah, that candle isn't going to look the same here. It's this red right here. But if Bitcoin can move up in the next week, back up to, well, it's really only 4 more days before the end of the month. If it can get back up to 64.5, then we'll have that candle. So it's got to gain 1,000 points back, which it lost today. So that's kind of interesting. That's the dragonfly doji. They got a name for everything, right? Anyway, here we have what happened back in 2017. We had consolidation with backtest. Here we are in 2024, consolidation with backtest. What does Bitcoin do after that? It goes on a big run. Could that be coming? Let's look at another one. 2020. Golden cross on total market cap. This is total market cap. Golden cross. Here we are again, approaching another golden cross on altcoin market cap. So this is everything except Bitcoin. What happened when we had that last golden cross? Boom. Could that be forming again? Time frame is very similar to the last cycle. Let's look at another one. Back to 2020, 2021. We have a retest of that lowering resistance line, and then consolidation. It happened again. the retest of the lowering resistance line, a little run, and then consolidation. What happens after that consolidation? This is what we had last time. Boom. Yeah, just saying. If we're looking at these 4-year cycles, there's patterns that can repeat again and again and again. Can Dogecoin go on a price rally? Or is it in jeopardy? Well, there's weak inflows, so not a lot of buying of Dogecoin right now since Friday's pump. Because everybody's upset. Everybody's upset. Now, the ones who want to benefit and make money are buying on these dips. If you've got cash available, you're buying on these dips. Again, no guarantee it's not going to go lower, but you got to take a chance sometime. So this is a buying opportunity in many people's eyes, as this will turn around. Again, we're still in the Bitcoin halving year. Bull market still in play. And why do I say that? Again, we go to another chart. This is Trader Allen's Doge cycle chart. 2016 into 2017, we had a downward consolidation before Doge ripped. Same thing happened in 2020. We had a downwards consolidation before Dogecoin ripped. Well, guess where we are again? Doge came down, downward consolidation. Is this what is next for Doge? Doge is moving in the third cycle. The current small consolidation running along the trend line is very similar to that in previous cycles. After these consolidations, in cycle number 1 and cycle number 2, Dogecoin had a parabolic spike. So, 1, 2, are we ready for number 3? Is this what's coming? Again, just looking at the patterns of the 4-year cycles, no guarantees, but we've looked at the Bitcoin ones many times and how Bitcoin has done on previous cycles. This is the Doge cycle chart. Because when Dogecoin goes on a big spike, it will outperform just about everything. And as Hector says, yes, past performance not indicative of future results. But if you really want to make life-changing money, you have to take a chance. We don't know. We're playing this out together. Again, I have a lot of Dogecoin. I've got a lot riding on this too. I want it to happen. No guarantee it's going to happen, but the chance of making a lot of money is certainly there. So that's what I'm doing. Let's look at another one. DEMA, James Potts. Again, we're looking at past cycles again. First cycle, second cycle, and here we are in the third cycle. He's even broken this down into 4 quadrants in each cycle. The first is the red bear market down. Second, orange, accumulation sideways. Yellow is the small move up, but that small move up does come with dips. And then we've got the green bull market top. Where are we right now? We're in the third quarter. We're in the third quarter. The fourth quarter hasn't even started yet for this cycle. The fourth quarter last cycle saw Dogecoin explode from a penny all the way up to 73 cents during that fourth cycle. Little did we realize that was the time to sell and take the profits. Because the cycle before, Dogecoin went on an early run, but then did a second run, which was a new all-time high at that time, which was about one, and I don't think it quite hit 1.5 cents, but it was over a penny. And that happened like December 31st or January 1st, January 2nd. It was right around there. So this kind of movement is kind of what was expected here. And that's one of the patterns we were looking at in 2021, was that Doge would go on a second run, which is why a lot of people didn't sell here at 73, because we thought a second run would take Dogecoin up to $1, because that's what happened in 2017. It didn't, but that was followed by the third cycle, first quarter, bear market down. We lived that. Second quarter, sideways accumulation. We are now in the third quarter. We've had a small move up, settled back down, accumulation period. Again, buying on the dips. Is the fourth quarter going to be another big run? So that's what we're looking at on the charts. Again, yes, just because it happened in the past, that doesn't mean it's going to happen again. But there's a lot of people who are betting on crypto to go on this huge run. So overall, that's what's going on. So yeah, the weekend fizzle. And why did that happen again? Well, ton blockchain. So Telegram founder Pavel Durov is in custody in France. But the devs on the ton blockchain, they issued a statement, of course, in support of Pavel, and says, as a community committed to freedom of speech and decentralization, we stand firmly by Pavel during this challenging time. Pavel has been a dedicated advocate for these values. We believe his efforts to promote an open and decentralized internet will continue to inspire millions. The Ton community remains focused on our mission. We'll continue our work to uphold these principles globally. We encourage everyone to stay calm, united, and to keep building as we navigate this situation together. So, of course, right, the devs and those working and heavily invested in Ton are going to do what they can to support. But as we showed, Ton still on day 3 now, since that happened, is still continuing to drop. Since the big dump on Saturday, it's now even lower at 5.33 now for Ton. So it did dip down to about 5.26 here on Sunday, and it hit that number again here earlier today. but this isn't good for ton. We look on the crypto market cap. Let me refresh this. So ton is now number 10. Tron has passed it, and it looks like Cardano is about to pass ton, or ton is just going to drop below Cardano next, and it'll be out of the top 10. So that's tough for ton holders. I don't know what to say if you're holding ton coin. I mean, it doesn't mean that blockchain's any different, but not good news. So yeah, not good news. I don't own any ton. I never invested in it. And as ton was going up and up and up, we kept watching it. And I just said, well, I don't have a Telegram account. I don't even follow Telegram. So I'm not buying this thing. I don't know what it is. And a lot of people made a lot of money on Toncoin. Sometimes you've got to take profits. But yeah, it is, it's definitely dipped here. Again, if you believe Toncoin, this is a dip. It's a buying opportunity, right? But there's more risk with this because of what's going on with Pavel. So take that for what it is, but we go to the 30-minute chart here, and we can see, all of this trading up here in the sixes. Ton actually touched $7 here about a week ago. I mean, for those willing to take a chance, buying opportunity. But again, it's risky. It's risky. So somebody said, we'll keep that one. Dump this one. And that the charges against Pavel are out. Let's see what that is. Are these the charges? Yeah. Here's the charges. Complicity. Web mastering an online platform in order to enable an illegal transaction. Refusal to communicate the request of common authorities, information or documents necessary for carrying out and operating interceptions allowed by law. Complicity. Possessing pornographic images of minors. Complicity. Distributing, offering, or making available pornographic images of minors in an organized group. Complicity. Acquiring, transporting, possessing, offering, or selling narcotic substances. Complicity. Offering, selling, or making available without legitimate reason equipment, tools, programs, or data designed for or adapted to get access to and to damage the operation of an automated data processing system. Complicity. Organized fraud. Criminal association with a view to committing a crime or an offense punishable by 5 or more years of imprisonment. Ouch. Laundering of the proceeds derived from organized groups, offenses, and crimes. Providing cryptology services aiming to ensure confidentiality without certified declaration. Okay, so that one wouldn't apply to X Twitter because that's just on Telegram that they have the cryptology stuff. Providing a cryptology tool, not solely ensuring authentication or integrity monitoring without prior declaration. Importing a cryptology tool, ensuring authentication or integrity monitoring. Okay, so all of these others could be applied to Elon Musk. So I don't think Elon's going to France anytime soon, unless he wants to risk going to jail. I wouldn't try that at all. And why? And why is France taking all of this on, which I find interesting. And what is it specifically about the country of France that's having them be the ones to grab this guy and try him? I don't know. It's all very interesting. But that is their thing. Jungle Boy says he's a citizen of France. Is he really? Because he was Russian, and I know he left Russia. Huh. I don't know the answer to that. Let's take a look on Google. Is Pavel Durov a French citizen? Oh, that comes right up. Durov is a dual citizen of the United Arab Emirates and France. Well, there you go. He does have French citizenship. Very good, guys. He's dual citizenship. Yeah, he gave up his Russian citizenship, Damien. He gave that up. So he's dual citizen of United Arab Emirates and France. So they grabbed him in France when he landed. Ouch. So as I stated earlier, this drop in the ton coin price is what led to the rest of the altcoin market dumping. It followed ton coin. Now, ton coin dropped twice as much, except for not coin. If you're into not coin, it also dropped 20%. And everything else seems to be down about 10%. So, yeah. So that's tough. And Monday, it dropped even more, as we're seeing. There looked like on Sunday there was some hope of recovery here. And then as Sunday turned into Monday, ton coin just dropped further. So that's what we were watching. That's what caused everything else to drop on Saturday, right when we were having this rebound. And all altcoins have really dropped since then, which of course, as I showed earlier, has led Bitcoin dominance to spike upwards, as Bitcoin has not dropped anywhere near as much as alts have dropped. So overall, that's why Doge and everything else fizzled over the weekend. It was Pavel Durov getting arrested and Toncoin, a top 10 cryptocurrency, taking a nosedive. So there you go. So we can look at other alts and other coins and how they're doing, but they're all pretty much the same. Just about everything is down. Looks like Solana is trying to stay up. So Solana's holding pretty well. And of course, Bitcoin drifting a little bit. But everything else, I mean, Harmony 1 is just dropping big. VeChain down big. We can look at Matic dropped. Huge drop on Saturday for Matic. Matic had gone on a big run early Saturday and then just dropped. Avalanche had been holding up pretty well, kind of drifting down a little bit, but everything else just big drops. Aave, big drop. The loop ring that looked like was running pretty well that I've got dropped back down. Yeah, it's just tough all around. Is this the bottom of this drop now and people are going to be buying on this dip? And there'll be enough buying that prices will recover up? Maybe. And we also might want to see whether there's a lot of new shorting going on down here, and the market makers might want to pump the prices to start taking out a bunch of new short positions. We saw that with a number of these smaller coins, like Dogs, for instance, had a lot of short positions on it. Of course, Ton continues to get shorted down big time. Huge short positions on Ton. But overall, for the most part, the liquidations are all leverage longs. As prices are going down, there's a bunch of leverage longs being taken out, including one on Dogecoin. There was $106,000 Dogecoin leveraged long that was wiped out at 10.39 cents. So 10.39, there's the bottom right there. And maybe that was that dip right there on Doge to take out that $100,000 leveraged long, and now Doge is going to move up. Maybe. We'll be watching that. All right. Let me get caught up here. Mondays usually have been down lately. Whiskey Mod, I can't stop buying Doge. I have a problem. Yeah. The Bart Simpson, for those that follow chart patterns, if you think there's going to be a big drop, maybe. It's going well, McLean. We're hanging out. Seeing whether this is the bottom. Bull run. So happy I just liquidated more of my lower market caps. Render and A-Cash. Oh, so you bought some A-Cash. Well, good luck with that. Render's been good. End of September price prediction will be back up to 20 cents. Well, I will give my my view of it next weekend. Worried about the lack of pump. Yeah, Allison, it just doesn't have the same effect anymore. We need to see actual utility, actual use of Doge. But Doge is still susceptible to, other market conditions like this ton coin drop we had on Saturday. And it'll continue to trade that way until it gets, a big catalyst, news of its own. Scared money, don't make money. I know, got to take risks, Ryan. If you really want to make it big, you got to take risks. That's pretty much with everything. Hold, Fear of Paul says. You're into the AI coins now? Bigger bags of AI coins. They'll probably do all right. I'm still holding what I have. And we'll see how this fall goes. They wanted to dump the market. Ton news was just an excuse. When they're ready to pump, nothing will stop that. Could be. Just consider it another gift. 9 cents. Ooh. Hey, Volks, how are you? Down on the Cape? Ocean Edge and Brewster. Yeah, a couple of years ago, we did parasailing out of Brewster. We did that parasailing. That was fun. We were way up there. That was out of Brewster. Day much like earlier today, nice and calm, sunny. We were up like 1,000 feet. Good times. Happy Go Lucky says, hey, I'll take some under 10 cents again. Will ton turn into a Luna crash? It won't be a Luna crash because the ton blockchain is still working and Telegram is still working. Could they shut down Telegram? I don't know. That would be the thing that would do it, right? If somehow Telegram got shut down, then ton would really do a huge nosedive if that happened. Again, I don't know enough about Telegram and how it runs, how it operates, whether that's a possibility or not. But it's not looking good for Mr. Pavel Durov. Tired of all these other coin scams? The hits just keep coming. SBF, yeah. Yeah, he was a big one. But again, here's what I can say about this. It's crypto, right? We're still really early in the whole crypto thing. If crypto was all regulated and run by banks, we wouldn't have anywhere near the volatility. Nobody would be interested in it for the most part. It'd pretty much all be stable coins. So this is the volatility in crypto that makes it exciting. Also makes it with the possibility to have huge gains in an investment that you wouldn't have anywhere else. And you don't. I mean, look at Bitcoin's gains over the past 10 years. It's outperformed everything hugely. And Doge as well. Again, Doges are like squeezed into, 6-month periods within the past cycles is when Doge has shot up. But that wouldn't happen if everything ended up getting regulated. So with this whole decentralized finance, right, you're going to end up with the scammers, people trying to take advantage of the situation, especially the hackers. And that's where we are. So if you're investing in crypto, you've got to understand those risks because they're there, they're real. Now, are we going to see these huge, gains that are going to come? Are we going to see that huge run 2024 into 2025 for Bitcoin? Are we going to see that also the big run in the altcoins, which was, this is what we had in 2020 into 2021. Are we going to see that same run in 2024 into 2025? There are many who think that every cycle is going to become more compressed, right? And you're not going to see the same percentage gains. Some coins will, but for the most part, overall, not the same percentage on average. The law of diminishing returns, maybe. We don't know. I mean, if we knew exactly what was going to happen, everybody would do it, right? Everybody would follow whatever the pattern is. We don't know. So we look at these past patterns. We look at these golden crosses, right? And we look at how the trading was before. We look at the 4-year cycle, liquidity, M2 money supply, all increasing right now. Looks like the Fed is going to be cutting interest rates here in the United States next month. We've already had some cuts in other countries. The presidential race in the United States, again, every year or every 4 years, it just comes around, and that's when crypto seems to outperform all other markets. And that's where we are right now. I'm not selling in August of 2024. No way. I'm going to let this play out to October at least and see where we are. Ideally, through some part of 2025, I don't know yet. But when coins start hitting my targets, and at the same time, again, personally, I'm looking for real estate to invest in. And, late summer, we're starting to see a lot of house prices starting to come down. We're seeing prices are getting dropped. For me, there may come a time where I find the right property and I see where my crypto portfolio is, and it was like, hey, I could buy that property for cash. And that might be when I pull the trigger. I don't know. If I wait long enough and I time it right, I can get a lot nicer piece of property, but I don't know how that's going to play out. But we're sitting right here, 2024. We've had this back test. Is it ready to fly? Complicity, yeah, Chariot. Complicity sounds like America's version of conspiracy. They don't have enough direct evidence. Yeah. Will we hold above 10 cents? Damien asks. Good question. Good question. We seem to be holding 10.5 right now. So we'll be watching this. Hey, Whiskey, enjoying the stream? I look to the Sirius star, and by my mathematics calculations, Doge will hit $36. All right. Yes, parasailing. It's it's in the bay. It's not really, it's part of the Atlantic Ocean, but it's the bay of the Cape. The Cape is kind of like an arm up to Provincetown. And then right in that arm, right at the base of it is where Brewster is. And they've got this parasailing outfit there. Takes you out and up you go. That was fun. You're welcome, Colm. Wild in the crypto space. Got to make smart decisions to make good money. And a lot of people chase the garbage stuff, though. And that'll keep happening. We saw it with dogs today. Did you guys see this chart on dogs? I was like, oh my God, here's the dogs chart. And this is when it was listed on Binance. There it is. This morning, listed on Binance at 0005. It went all the way up to 0018. And then since then, it has dropped 33%. So if you weren't in on this before the Binance listing, you don't know what it's going to do. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm guessing it's going to drop even more. I wouldn't be touching this stuff. So be careful. Be careful chasing. Somebody bought this thing up here and is already down 33% in about 10 hours. Not even 10. About 6 hours. Ouch. But since it's on Binance, it has futures options, and there was a ton of shorting going on, and there still is. This thing is getting shorted like crazy. Dogs. What is dogs? Let's see what dogs is. Dogs. It's on Ton. Oh my God, it's on the Ton blockchain. Wow. Hope you didn't get caught with Dog's tsunamic fall. It was just posted this morning. Yeah, this isn't looking great. OKX, Bybit, Gate, KuCoin, MEXC, BitGet. You can get it on crypto.com too. I'm not touching this. I am not touching this, but it is on Ton, the Ton blockchain. Wow. That's why they listed it on Binance, so they could short it. Yeah, that makes sense. How long had it actually been trading? If I look at like MEXC, how long has it been on MEXC? From just this morning as well. Are there any, where did it start trading first? OKX? Nope. That was a little later this morning. So I don't know where this thing was trading before this morning. You could probably do some swaps through the Ton blockchain. I don't know. I don't know enough about the Ton blockchain. But yeah, that's a tough one. When X Payments was announced, I think Doge pumped 15%. When X Payments goes online without Doge, do I see the same amount of pump? Yes. I would expect a 10 to 15% pump in Dogecoin's price when X Payments goes live without Doge on it. It'll just be fiat, but Doge will pump, yes. And then it'll get shorted all to hell because there's no real utility for Doge yet. Perfect swing trade opportunity right there. If they start dumping the markets where I start losing my money, I'll be selling fast. No guarantees in crypto, that's for sure. Time to short dogs. Yeah. Well, I can't use Binance, so I suppose I could do a VPN and maybe set something up, and you can probably short it on BitGet and Bybit and all of those. I don't use those exchanges. Selling crypto at a loss, Elijah says, and rebuying lower is a strategy to lower taxes. Just saying it can help. I get greedy when the market is scared. So it can help as a strategy for the current year, let's say. But the following year, if you've rebought that crypto at a lower price, then you're going to have even more profits. So eventually when you sell for a profit, you're going to be taxed more. So be careful with that strategy. Be careful with that strategy. Oh, Maximus is bringing up XRP with me. Guys, tell Maximus what I think about XRP. Because it's not going to do things like Doge. Let's see where XRP is right now. Huh, back under 60 cents. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Right where it was a year ago. XRP. The greatest non-stable coin that's actually a stable coin. That is XRP. That's our poop, yeah. Hey, if you guys want to put your money in XRP and miss out on great gains in other coins, you go right ahead. You might be able to make some profit, but you're not going to make a Solana profit. You're not going to make a Doge profit, and you're not going to make a Bitcoin profit, in my opinion, because XRP has been doing this for years. But hey, good luck, Maximus. I see how XRP trades. I see its supply here. You just go on to CoinMarketCap and you can just see XRP has 56 billion in circulation with a max of 100 billion. So it's like 56%. Only 56% of XRP tokens are in circulation. And this supply continues to grow. And that supply that grows gets sold, which keeps the price from experiencing gains. That's XRP. So you just have to look at the numbers. Now, some will argue, well, Kriss, Dogecoin keeps growing too. Yes, but we know this about Dogecoin. Most people don't know this about XRP because they don't take a look at it. And if you don't like it, well, just buy Bitcoin then. Become a Bitcoin maxi, right? Sell everything else and just buy Bitcoin. That's what a lot of people have done. They've had their little fling in alts and then they just say, okay, enough's enough. I'm just going to stick with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's fine. It has been outperforming every other asset for the last 12 years. In the last 10 years, Dogecoin has actually outperformed Bitcoin, but not too many people talk about that. But we talk about it here because we talk a lot about Doge. But as I said, again, Dogecoin goes on runs in like 6-month windows. And you got to be in Doge when that run starts. Otherwise, you're FOMOing in and then you're missing out on the big gains. California has the highest taxes on short-term capital gains. I know. Crazy. Massachusetts isn't great either, which is why I'm holding for at least a year on all my crypto. I've done a couple where I got out before I held a year. But for the most part now, just about everything I own, I've held for at least a year. The newer ones that I have, like Sui and Celestia, I haven't held those for a year yet. But just about everything else I've now held for a year. I just passed my bonk 12-month anniversary. I don't think I bought anything new during the last fall. It wasn't until December. And that's when I bought like Celestia and Sui. And of course, more Doge. So I still have a bunch of Doge that I haven't held for a year yet. So. Hey, Toss, how are you? You think Tron is going to be the Luna? Tron, I mean, Justin Sun, he's got something going there that, I mean, Tron is used a lot for swapping between tokens and stable coins. So there's a lot of use of that. And of course, now Justin is jumping on the whole meme coin bandwagon. So, so you can now create your own memes on Tron. So we see a lot of that. None of that is really adding much to the crypto space, though. So I'm not a big fan of Tron, but I mean, here it is. I mean, a lot of people have made a lot of money on it, and it's the number 9 cryptocurrency in market cap. So a lot of people have made a lot of money trading Tron. Again, I can't be in anything, and I don't pick questionable projects. And Justin Sun, I've never believed in, and I just don't support anything he's involved with. So I stay away. But yeah, I mean, something could happen to Justin Sun and Tron could take a nosedive. That can happen. Dogecoin, there isn't anybody, right? Dogecoin is completely decentralized. There's nobody to arrest that would cause Dogecoin to drop. So yeah, be careful out there. Yeah, not a great chart right now on Doge. Not a great chart. Crypto that has been held for over a year is taxed just like regular income. But short-term gains can eat up to 50% of your gains. It depends on where you are. In the United States, held for over a year, it's a long-term capital gain. It's not taxed as regular income. It's still on a 1099 form. It's still a Schedule D. And as a Schedule D, it isn't taxed like regular income. Now, on the state side, because you also have to pay state taxes on it, some states might deal with it separately, like we were just told about California, like on your state tax. So yeah, that's it. That's a big chunk on your state tax. But United States federal taxes, your long-term capital gains is Schedule D. We'll have a big long session on taxes again in December, like I do every year. Last year, our live stream went long. It was a live stream, and we talked about crypto taxes. So exciting. And we'll do that again this December. BTC over 25%. It's not bad to have Bitcoin as your rock, right? And then play around with other stuff. Not bad. There are some predictions on the internet about XRP hitting 10,000. I'm guessing that's dollars. Yeah, that's impossible. Again, just like we saw, how many are there, right? Right now, there's 56 billion. So even at $10, right? If it goes to $10, and that's just 56 billion. Let's not talk about even the max supply, but just where it is now, right? That would be 560 billion at $10. 560 billion would put it right up here between ETH and Bitcoin. There are many who think that can happen, but now take it to $100. At $100, then you're talking about a, $5.6 trillion market cap at $100. $5.6 trillion. Bitcoin's at 1.2. Yeah, not happening. And that's at $100. And somebody's talking about 10,000. Ridiculous. Yeah, learn about market cap. It's impossible, yes. You're a fan of Doge, however, Elon has cooled off quite a bit, making you worried. Yep. Maximus, we're just waiting. Yeah, no drink tonight. No drinking. No drink tonight, RA. I bought my last Doge on 9/11/23. No state income tax in Texas, only federal, Jay. Yeah, so come September 24, then all of your Doge, if you eventually sell it all, will be long-term capital gain. Yeah, probably 90% of my Doge is long-term now. So, and I'm never going to sell all of my Doge. So any Doge that I do sell will be long-term now. I wouldn't trust too much Justin Sun either. We know that Justin has done some bad things, just like CZ did. Yep. We know Justin did some bad things. Why do people buy XRP? Exactly. The XRP army is still strong, that's for sure. But if people don't do their research, they just look at the chart and what XRP did in the past, and they say, oh, it's going to do that again. Really? I don't think so. There's a lot more XRP tokens now than there were back in 2017. And that was all on hype, huge hype. Which again, could be the same for Doge. Doge going up to 73 cents. There's a lot more Doge now. People say the same about Doge. If Elon was arrested, Doge would drop. Yes. Doge would drop. Why would Elon even want to go to Stinky Fritz? Yeah. AR 1032. If you hold something for over a year, but here and there you add or sell when you see opportunities, how do you know what portion is getting taxed? So what I do, AR, is I have a spreadsheet. And my spreadsheet looks like this. And this is the spreadsheet actually just for our Kriss DCA portfolio, is this one here. And we can use the Dogecoin as an example. Like all of this Dogecoin up till, because we were buying this a year ago, up until August 26th, all of that Dogecoin right there has now been held for a year. Yes, 1 year ago today, we bought Dogecoin at 6.2 cents. That's right. Dogecoin was only 6 cents 1 year ago today. And we were buying it. We were DCAing every third day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We were buying more Dogecoin. So we bought Doge at 6.2 cents. So all of this Dogecoin right here is, if it was sold today, would be a long-term capital gains. And what you do is you take the approach of first in, first out. So if we were to sell Dogecoin, we could sell from this account. We could sell, see what that total is, 12,800 Doge. And that 12,800 Doge would all be taxed as a long-term capital gain. And then if we sold any more than that, then it would be this from this Doge stash here that we haven't held yet. So this is how I do it. I keep track of all of my purchases on a spreadsheet. So I have the date. I have number of coins I bought, at what price I bought at. So I have this all on record. And I have another spreadsheet of all my personal crypto. So then whenever I sell, then I note it on my spreadsheet that I sold this at this price. And then that's what I use at the end of the year for my taxes because I've kept track of it all. So that's how I do it. Spreadsheets. I don't know any other way to do it. I've used spreadsheets for a long time. Avoid the noise, buy Dogecoin, easy double. Well, you know, Dogecoin double from here, 10.5 cents to 21 cents. That's not unreasonable. 21 cent Dogecoin again. Where if Bitcoin doubled from here, 63,000, would have to go to $126,000 would be Bitcoin doubled. 100. What do you think is more likely to happen? Bitcoin hitting 126,000 or Dogecoin hitting 21 cents? Dogecoin was just at 21 cents in April. Bitcoin has never been even close to 100,000 yet. It's dropping though. Look at Bitcoin drop. Wow. Right there, Bitcoin just dropped below 63K while we were watching this. Bad day in crypto market. Who's buying the dips? It's hard to get excited for a live stream when things are going down bull run. That's all. I'm not down overall. My whole crypto portfolio is still up. And I've made a lot more money in crypto than I would have if I had, you know, just had a savings account. So it's tough to do exciting live streams when there's a lot of red in the market. That's all. No, I'm fine. My spreadsheet thinks I misspelled Dogecoin. That is funny. It underlined it, didn't it? Yep, it underlined it. I see that. Yeah, that's funny. It doesn't know. It doesn't know. You weren't sure when you sell, which Doge are you selling, the new or the old? Yeah, first in, first out. You can choose to do it differently if you want to. And you just have to make sure that you keep very good records of that. Because there may be tax reasons. I don't know. I can't think of any. But some may say there's a tax reason. I can't think of one. First in, first out. Bought more today. Bart Simpson on the horizon for Bitcoin. Well, what was that? The 4-hour chart? Yep, that's the 4-hour chart right there. That's the Bart. That's what's beginning to look like the Bart Simpson pattern. Yeah, bull run. Thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it very much. Yep, there's the Bart Simpson pattern starting to form here for it to play out because we have this, right? You have that, right? And then to play out, it would have to come back down to this level, which would be about 61K, would play out the Bart Simpson pattern. Oh, liquidations are happening. $628,000 bet was leverage bet just got liquidated. So they are going to take out more leveraged longs. Ouch. Yeah, I don't want the Bart Simpson pattern to play out. Doge's is pretty bad. Time to short Bitcoin. How's Jasmine doing, AJ asks. Yeah, not good. 2 cents. Still holding above 2 cents. Oh, sorry. It did go on a bit of a run. Again, Thursday, Friday were great for Jasmy, but yeah, it's just going back right where it was. So holding it 2 cents. Yeah, OKX. I think you have to use a VPN. I don't know if they, again, I don't use any of those other exchanges. From BitGet to Maxi to, I don't use any of those. So, and as soon as you have to use KYC, you can't do that from the United States on a lot of those foreign based crypto exchanges. Is the market in fear of World War III? No, that's not happening yet, Jay. And it just seems to be like at an arm's length. I don't see that. Bought more today, 10.5. Hopefully September is bullish. Aside from crypto, you can also make money doing taxes. No, thank you. I hate it. I hate doing the taxes. That's why I have an accountant. I hire someone to do my taxes. But again, I do it more because I've got side businesses too, and I can't. I don't know how to do it with the side businesses. So my accountant knows how to do all of that business stuff. So I just give him everything, but I have to give him the right information on crypto. I've got to tell him in each calendar year what my profits were, what my losses were, what was long-term, what was short-term. And then I give that all to him and he does the tax for me. Same here, Bolin says. Hired someone to do taxes. Yep. Then you don't fear tax season. And again, I do it because I have these side businesses and he just takes care of all that paperwork. My overall tax form with all of the supporting documentation it's like 20, 30 pages of stuff because of all the business stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, I can't do that. I could not do that. You think if Trump wins, crypto will go up? I think so too, AJ. I think so too. We had yet another exchange, some alpha thing or something, just paid the SEC some huge fine. It's like SEC has not slowed down and it's not stopping its enforcement on crypto. So I don't know how Kamala can run on softening a stance on crypto when nothing's changed there yet. Nothing has changed. But this dump isn't good. Hey, low roller, how are you? Will Tron catch up to Doge? Let's see where we are. Yeah, in the past 24 hours, Doge is down 5%, Tron down 1.5%. So there's still over $1 billion between them. So I don't know, that $1 billion is still pretty big right now. I would only see that if the whole market just continued tanking. Then we would see Doge probably drop at a bigger percentage than Tron. But as soon as this turns around and starts going back up, Doge's gains will be pretty good. That's what I think. But yeah, Toncoin is getting closer to Cardano, now down to 509. Oh my God. That ton chart is bad. This is bad. Ouch. So whoever's shorting Toncoin is making big money right now. Big money. Shorting Toncoin. From where Toncoin was back here just a week ago, it has now dropped almost 30%. Ouch. So like I said, I'm not touching this. I don't know what the future of Telegram is, what's going to happen with the founder. The charges don't look good. If Telegram shuts down for any reason, I mean, that's the whole use of the Ton blockchain. So a lot of people saying buy Toncoin on the dip, and I'm like, huge risk, huge risk. Now, if you want to throw a little bit at it just in case, maybe, but it's a huge risk. Come on, Doge. Get back up. You think we bottomed for the day on Doge? Kind of have a double bottom there because we were at that price right here about 2 o'clock. And then we just touched it again right here. And so that's right at 10.444. So that's our little double bottom there. Maybe very short term. It's a 15-minute chart, but that's the trading. The Department of Governmental Efficiency, Doge. Yeah, Frank. Yeah, remember that? That was huge when that happened, right? And now everyone's forgotten it, moved on. Yeah, we've been talking about this low roller throughout the stream. Bought some BTC, ETH, Sol, XRP, Doge, ADA, AVAC, Sheeb, Link, BCH, DOT, NEAR, Matic, LTC, ICP, UD, FET, APT. What you doing? That's a lot of coins. Yeah, Cardano dropped. Oh, Tron actually just overtook it. I can't believe the Cowboys are paying CeeDee Lamb that much money. Between one receiver and one quarterback, that's like, I don't know what percentage of their overall payroll, but it's huge. Huge. I'm sure ESPN has done the calculation of what the percentage is of their payroll for two players. Oh, yeah, we would love to see Doge at 73 cents. There'd be a lot of profit taking going on. Falling knife, yeah. Ton is a falling knife right now. Overall, still sideways trading. Yes, Rowan. You zoom out and you're like, although there's ups and downs, it's still generally sideways trading. Doge has been right here, well, almost the whole month of August. We can even go back to beginning of August. So, yep. There were some dips along the way. There were some runs along the way, but still, we're right where we were 4 weeks ago. In the short term, seems like 10.5. You made a new Coinbase account and you used my link, right? Right? Right, Jason? This is why setting and forgetting is sometimes not good. I saw a comment a week ago saying they were buying 10,000 in ton and setting and forgetting. Yeah. You gotta keep up with the news and what's going on, especially if you're invested in something. Now, who knew that was going to happen? But as soon as it did, it was like, yeah, time to sell. Bad news event like that for that specific coin, I didn't know it would have such an impact on the rest of the crypto altcoin market, though. I didn't know that that would have that same impact. Or not same, but again, like ton went down 20% and all the other alts are down about 10. But still down because of that. Patriots aren't paying any of their receivers. They got rid of, what was that guy? Juju, the Juju guy from Pittsburgh, because they paid him a lot of money. And then there's like, yeah, he's really not that good. And so they just dumped him. And now he's going to go play with Kansas City again. Because Patriots won't pay those kinds of salaries. We're going to suck this year. We'll be lucky to win 4 games with the Patriots. We them boys. They find a way to blow it every year. And if they're all wrapped up with, you know, Dak and CD, maybe they don't have a good offensive line, right? Because they didn't pay those guys. Nice. Got to have multiple bags, not just one. We don't know what's going to happen with Telegram, though, low roller. And that's what I would be afraid of, is that somehow Telegram ends up getting shut down. That would be bad for Toncoin. That's what the risk is right now. Crypto Crew University says that Bitcoin has dipped its toe into the Gaussian channel. The Gaussian channel. I don't even know what that is. But, you know, these guys I was showing earlier, they're all like Bitcoin uptrend. Bitcoin is back tested. Next move is up. Everyone's predicting up for Bitcoin starting this fall. Yeah, I don't either, Ryan, but again, you never know. You never know. They've got this guy in custody and he's the head of it. Or the founder, right? I don't know. Dogecoin memes business. When it takes off, people will be saying we thought it was just a joke coin. People made serious money in 2021 on Doge, and it can happen again. Oh, you're trying to be like Bull Run? Own a little bit of everything? Yeah, I think it sounds like Bull Run has been like getting out of some, moving into others. Good luck with that strategy. Good luck. Well, here we are, guys. Doge, 10.5 cents. Jason's still holding. He's got his 1 mil plus. I still have mine. We are waiting. Yeah, in the bear market, 2026 bull run. We'll be shorting in 2026. I'll look for that. I'm not short in this market. Yeah, I don't know about paying that much for a receiver. Because they'll just double him like the whole time. Or try to. I mean, he'll get his yards and he'll get his touchdowns. That'll still happen. But it could come at the expense of the team actually winning games. Ha! Bought the top. I'll be here, Jason says. Yeah, we're gonna have a crypto shorting channel. Hey, it's gonna change from what we're doing now to like just shorting the crypto market. That's all we're gonna talk about. Be exciting. We'll get through the bear market again. Somehow, some way. Did it before. I mean, I got all my videos. 2022, 2023. We survived. But here we have, maybe this is the dip right here, 1044, and now it's going to go up from here. So we'll be back again live on Wednesday. So come join the live stream. Probably have a video of other news and things going on between now and then. I hope everyone has a good evening, and we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.